Hi, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here, and super happy to be out here this Saturday with the new E-flite re-release of the UMX pits. And I finally got the 3S batteries, and I wanted to get this thing in the air. We got a little breeze, but not too bad. Luckily, it's running perfect with the cricket pitch here, and I'm going to be able to take off and land here because church parking lot was busy. So let's get this thing in the air and see how I do. I'm gonna move to the other side so I'm not staring into the sun. I don't need to see the windsock over there. I can feel it, and I've been watching it since I've been getting everything ready to go. I do have safe off, and now throttle cuts off. And hopefully I got this tight enough. You guys don't droop down on me. I'll back away from the runway just a hair. That way you guys don't miss any of it. Like I said, safe is off. The wind is coming from that direction. Let's do it. Like I said, we do have a bit of wind. And just about stopping in this wind. I'm not even half throttle though, so I'm feeling good about it. I seen, if you guys watched one of my first videos, I tried to do a loop with the 2S battery, and it did it, but boy, it was weak. And I watched some other people's videos since, and this thing can do it with no problem. So with this 3S battery, so I'm looking forward to doing that again. Definitely no problem. You can see it's got a pretty good roll rate. I love the colors on this thing. I love the pits and the stripes. Always have liked the way this airplane looks. You can tell that the wind is actually coming just a little bit of an angle to the runway, so I keep turning the airplane, leaning it into the wind so it doesn't go away from me. At some point we got to work on a landing approach. It's going to look something like that. We'll probably do it with safe on. Weaving in and out of there. And that's how it's going to be if I have safe off. I'm gonna struggle to stay on that bubble. But it's doing really good. Pretty good knife edge right there. Going with the wind. There we go, got the nose up a little bit. It's kind of hard into the wind like this. Trying not to get too high that it goes out of the screen. Oh. Again, I'll be editing out coughs. I'm sure it can do it. I just got to work on it a little bit and get it lined up a little better before I go inverted. That looked a little better. A little more throttle on the downwind. I'm sure it wasn't designed, or I have a little bit of a design in the airplane to help with the upright flight. So it might not like the inverted as much, but it does it. It just felt like maybe it had a little bit of a coupling issue. Like it would go from really good to jumping up. Another thing about flying inverted with this airplane is that the battery's just held in there with a little piece of Velcro. So flying it inverted might not be the best idea. Oh, there's my radio telling me that the timer's gone off. And that's a good idea. We can start looking at this approach. I'm off the runway here. Here we go. Lining it up. Oh, super easy. Was safe on, it was right on. Let's try it again. It definitely feels like the wind has changed directions just a little bit. Well, maybe not. Work over here a little bit more. Get this lined up. How about that? 0 ground speed landing and going in reverse there. I guess the wind is still straight down the runway. We'll do it one more time. See if I can line this up a little bit better on the approach. Instead of, well, still slipping it in here a little bit, but that's okay. The wind pushing it away. That was like 3 really good landings. I can hear a full scale. I don't see them though. My eyes are watering from the wind a little bit. I want to do it one more time, guys. Let's take it back up and around. This time we'll bring it in a little farther towards me here on the approach. Oh, of course, off the runway. So should have gave up with that third one, but we're still safe and able to take her home in one piece. So I went 6 minutes and 16 seconds on this 3S pack, and it says I have about 20% of the battery left. I would say that's pretty good flight time. I was doing quite a bit of stuff with it, and yeah, I'm really loving this new E-flite UMX Pitts. Flying on 3S, it has all kinds of authority, and we're flying in a pretty stiff wind. I would say we're in the 12 to 15 mile an hour range, which is quite a bit for a UMX plane. And you can see with the safe turned on, I was able to get some pretty precision landings there. That last one was just off, but I could have probably took it around and brought it back in nice and easy, but I was trying to get it on the ground, and that's why we missed just by a foot probably. Guys, big thanks to the Lord for some awesome weather this Saturday, and I'm just happy that I'm able to get out here and fly. You guys can probably tell that I'm still a little bit sick, and I'm getting over it. I'm feeling much better. I was pretty wore out. I was having trouble sleeping, and little bit of that NyQuil, and I'm starting to come back. You guys, loving this airplane, and appreciate all your guys' support. Until next time, I'm Grandpa Gary, and I just got here.